Hey, it's Bill from Calderwood Percussion. So, I said we're going to try and be better about weekly shop updates. Here's another shop update. Not exactly weekly, but we're getting better. Okay, so we are knee-deep in PASIC prep right now, as well as trying to wrap up a handful of custom orders for clients. I thought I'd show some of the stuff we're working on. So, first of all, we have two 16x16 rope drums that are on their way to Steve Weiss. Well, as soon as we finish them. These two shells back here. Bales in the middle of buffing those. The hoops are done. The ears are done. We have all the hardware, so as soon as they're done buffing, we can cut edges, drill for hardware, and get those assembled and out the door. The other custom order that we're really trying to finish up quick is for Wheeling Park High School in West Virginia. That's these blue drums here. You got three 16x16 snares and an 18x26 inch bass, all maple. Was kind of an open-ended thing timeline-wise, but turns out they've got this big Christmas festival concert thing that they do, and they're like, well, you know, do you think maybe we could get these in time? And so, you know, being the humanitarian / gluttons for punishment that we are, we're like, we'll try. So hopefully we'll get those out in time for them to not only have them for the concert, but in time to have some rehearsals too. We'll see what happens, fingers crossed. There's a few other things going on, but mostly I want to talk about PASIC prep. You might remember from the last update, we had a whole stack of these brocade wrapped piccolo snares. Got a bunch of those done and a few more sort of in progress. We're going to just get as many of those as we can ready for the show. The price on those this year is going to be, is it $375? $375, right? Yeah, okay. Which is a little bit of an increase from last year, but I mean, what hasn't gone up in price from last year? There's still really great custom drums for a relatively inexpensive price. Every year at PASIC, we bring a bunch and we sell out. So this year we're really bringing a bunch, and we'll see how long they last. But if you're interested in one, I would suggest catching us on first or second day of the show, you know, because they'll probably go. In addition, lots of rope drums, a variety of child-size rope drums in 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12-inch. These are for two things. One, in the fife and drum activity, it's very much a family-centric activity, and kids tend to start playing instruments very young, considerably younger than what we're used to here in, you know, Western world music education programs, which is really cool. The downside is there aren't really very many instruments that are geared towards, you know, kids in the age like 5 to 8 range. They're actual instruments. They're all just kind of toys. They look like toys, feel like toys, sound like toys. Kids don't feel like they're really playing music. They want to play on you know, a parent's drum or something that feels real. And you know, being a music teacher myself, giving kids quality instruments is kind of one of my favorite soapboxes. So we try to keep the price as low as possible because it is for a child, but these are real instruments. They are high quality. They sound good. They are real playable instruments with, you know, dynamic range. Also, some of the 8-inch by 8-inch rope drums, some people have purchased just because it looks cool on the mantle. So there's that too. Pretty nice instrument to have as a mantle decoration, but hey, you do you, right? Additionally, we've got a few different woods that we're trying out. A different kind of mahogany. We've got cherry. We've got walnut. So that is something I'm pretty interested in. We're trying to have a little bit more character to the hoops on these two, trying to make them more like real showpieces, you know, in addition to interesting drums and cool experiments trying new species of wood. In addition to that, we're going to bring the Mahler box this year. Now the Mahler box has some miles on it at this point, so we are in the process of giving that a facelift. Hopefully we'll have time to get that all finished and have that looking nice. I'm still talking to the organizers there about how frequently we can actually hit this thing before other exhibitors and vendors want to kill us. So we're going to make some kind of arrangement with them so that it's not chaos. But we will have the Mahler box there. People will get a chance to actually try the thing out. It's very cool. It's very loud. It's a lot of fun. And I think the last thing I want to talk about was Turkish Crescents. We are building, I hope, not one, but two of them. One that we want to just bring and show that will become part of our rental fleet, and then another that's actually a custom order from a client who is meeting us at PASIC, hopefully to pick up his Turkish Crescent. So what goes into a Turkish Crescent? A lot of stuff, but the thing that we just got in today was this stack of busted up brass instruments. Some trumpets that are just parts, and some trash trombone bells. These get cut up and used as part of the structure of the Turkish Crescent. And then of course, we've got a whole bunch of bells as well that go onto them. So there's a fair amount of machining that has to happen. And of course, the center rod for the Turkish Crescent is made of ash. So we got to fabricate those too. There's a lot of work. We're down to what, like 2 weeks till PASIC. So we have a lot to do, but hopefully, you know, we can get all this stuff done, have a really strong showing when we get there. We're going to have a larger booth this year than in previous years. So we're going to do our very best to bring stuff that is really cool, interesting, stuff that's new that you might not have seen before, and have it displayed in a way that's really fun to come check out. So if you're coming to PASIC, please stop by the booth, come say hi, see what we've got, let's chat, and in order for that to happen, we have to build the stuff. So we're going to go do that now. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time.